The Niners just finished a 2-hour joint practice with the Denver Broncos. Here's who stood out. Keep in mind the Niners offense and defense were practicing simultaneously side by side on separate fields, and I focused on the offense. You would too. Still, I saw 49ers rookie first-round pick Mykel Williams go down with a hyperextended left knee. He sat on the ground for a couple minutes before the trainers helped him to get to his feet and hobble off the field. After practice, head coach Kyle Shanahan said that Williams will not play in the Niners preseason opener this Saturday against the Broncos. More on Williams in a minute. The good, defensive end Nick Bosa. He returned to practice after taking 5 rest days because he was sore, whatever that means. But hey, at least he's not holding in. Today, he did not appear to be sore. Instead, he appeared to beat Mike McGlinchey for a sack every time I looked across the field to watch the defense 100 yards away. Some things never change. Running back Christian McCaffrey. He ran extremely hard, even though the offensive line got completely dominated without Trent Williams. More on him in a minute. Also caught a few passes from Brock Purdy. McCaffrey may not be as good as he was a couple years ago, but he's healthy and he's still a threat. With that being said, he's almost never takes 2 reps in a row. Clearly, the Niners are trying to protect him, which is smart. Unfortunately for them, they don't have a good backup running back. Tight end George Kittle. He's still the best receiver on the team, and it's not particularly close. Almost every time the offense is backed up and Brock Purdy has to make a play, he throws to Kittle. And he makes the catch. It'll be interesting to see how many targets the Niners give Kittle this season because he'll turn 32 in October, and they don't want to overuse him. Wide receiver Ricky Pearsall. He beat Broncos cornerback Riley Moss up the right sideline for a 30-yard touchdown catch during team drills. He also beat Patrick Surtain with a stutter go during 7-on-7s, but Brock Purdy's pass was a duck that got intercepted. More on him in a minute. The Purdy-Pearsall connection was off for most of the day as Pearsall failed to catch his first 6 targets. But at least he caught his final 2. Pearsall is a terrific athlete, but he's not physical and he doesn't have long arms, so he struggles against press coverage, and he's not the ideal target over the middle. Today, he jumped and tipped a high pass from Purdy, and it got intercepted. In fairness to Purdy, Juwan Jennings or Brandon Ayuk would have caught that pass. Pearsall is at his best when he goes in motion, gets a free release, and runs his route outside the numbers. When a DB gets his hands on Pearsall, in the first 5 yards of his route, he's cooked, which means the Niners will need Jennings and Ayuk at some point this season. Wide receiver Jordan Watkins. He beat rookie cornerback Joshua Pickett for a deep touchdown catch during one-on-ones, then caught a touchdown pass from Brock Purdy in the red zone while running a slant. Watkins just might be the second best healthy wide receiver on the team after Pearsall. Demarcus Robinson is also good, but he's more of a possession receiver at this stage of his career. Watkins has much more juice. Wide receiver Robbie Chosen. He caught a 60-yard touchdown pass from Mac Jones deep down the middle of the field. I wouldn't be surprised if Chosen makes the team. The Niners don't have many other choices at the position. Sorry for the terrible pun. Quarterback Mac Jones. He threw an interception in the red zone, which was just his 3rd pick in 12 days of camp. Overall, he completed 13 of 16 pass attempts. His feet are slow, but he processes defenses quickly and throws with incredible anticipation. The not so good. Defensive end Mykel Williams. He suffered his 3rd injury of the offseason. The first one was an ankle injury in minicamp. The second one was an ankle injury a week ago. And the third one was a knee injury today. Fortunately for the 49ers, none of the injuries have been serious. Still, Williams has been dinged up for the better part of the past 12 months. At some point, he has to show that he can play football for extended stretches of time without getting injured. The jury is still out. Quarterback Brock Purdy. He led 2 nice touchdown drives during a 2-minute drill, something the Niners never practice when they're on their own. God loves Sean Payton and the Broncos for insisting on this period so Purdy can show his head coach just how well he can run a hurry-up offense. Overall, though, Purdy completed just 15 of 26 pass attempts, that's 58%, during 11-on-11 team drills, and 3 of 6 pass attempts with 2 picks during 7-on-7s. He also overthrew a wide-open Kyle Juszczyk downfield. After this miss, Kyle Shanahan's father, Mike Shanahan, threw up his hands, turned his back on the 49ers offense, and walked over to watch the 49ers defense face the Broncos offense. To be fair, Purdy was facing one of the best defenses in the league, and he didn't have Trent Williams. More on him in a minute. The Niners offense simply doesn't function well without their future Hall of Fame left tackle. Still, the Broncos laughed at Purdy, just as the Chargers laughed at Jimmy Garoppolo during a joint practice 4 years ago. Keep in mind, former 49ers defensive players Talanoa Hufanga and DJ Jones are on the Broncos defense, and they were laughing too. Left tackle Trent Williams. He suited up, meaning he actually went to the trouble of putting on his pads and uniform and then didn't practice. Instead, he stood next to the offense and talked to Brandon Ayuk during team drills and did a lot of laughing, which was weird because the offense struggled big time without him for the first half of the practice. They could have used him. He seemed like a retired player who was giving his former team a surprise visit. Running back Patrick Taylor Jr. He's currently number 2 in the running back depth chart because Isaac Guerrero is injured once again. Taylor Jr. is in terrific shape, but he's not a dynamic runner. They can't afford to take McCaffrey off the field for him. Running back Jordan James. He'll miss the next few weeks after having surgery to repair a broken finger. He hasn't stayed healthy long enough to have a good offseason. Good thing the Niners signed Corey Kiner as an undrafted free agent. He's everything they wanted James to be. Too bad they traded Jordan Mason to the Vikings, though. They could use him. Cornerback Chase Lucas. He almost started 3 fights on special teams. Coaches had to restrain him each time. No one on the 49ers talks more crap than Lucas, who probably won't even make the team. Kicker Jake Moody. He made some impressive field goals, but doinked a 33-yarder off the left upright, and that's all I freaking care about.